In this video, we are going to talk about how to link related records using a CSV import. Here I have an example file with two tabs. In the first tab, I have contacts. This tab includes the first name, last name, date of birth, email, and phone. I have also added contact owner. Please note, when importing record owners, you cannot use their name. You must use their user ID or the email linked to their user profile. I'm going to use the email. I have also added a column called tag. In the tag column, I have created a tag called import. You can use any tags, such as dates, but these will later help me find the imported files. The second tab is called accounts. This tab has the company name or family name and some of the address fields. I have also added the account type and client type. As the account name is a mandatory field in CRM, I have copied the company name into a second column called account name. If there is no company, I'm using the family name. Notice that Mr. and Mrs. Jameson is one account. So I have 4 contacts, but only 3 accounts. Under the account is a field called the primary contact. So I have to choose which contact to use. However, as I have not imported the contacts yet, I will keep this field empty. Once again, I have included a tag column and created a tag to help me find the imported records later. More columns can be added, but we will keep this demonstration nice and simple. In this video, we are only demonstrating accounts and contact imports. But all modules except for quotes, contracts, invoices, and purchase orders can be imported using Excel or CSV files. Reach out to our team if you need assistance importing the other records. Let's start by importing the Contact tab. You can either separate these tabs onto separate spreadsheets, or just make sure the contact is on the first tab, and save the spreadsheet. Now in Builder's Excellence, go to the Contacts tab in the navigation. Click on the blue button and select Import Contacts from the pick list. Click on Browse and upload the saved spreadsheet. Click on Next. Now you can choose on this tab to either add the records as new contacts, updating existing contacts only, or both. We will choose both in case any of these contacts already exist in the database. When we select both, we will check for duplicates using the email. If the import file contains empty cells, you need to choose if the matching fields in CRM will be updated to empty values if an existing contact record is found. For example, in this file, Sarah Park date of birth is empty. If Sarah is already in the database with a date of birth, I would leave this box ticked to make sure the empty cells in the spreadsheet do not overwrite existing data in the system. Now click on Next. Map the columns from the import file to the fields in the Contact module. On the right, you can see samples of the data from the import file. Depending on the type of fields imported, you may be prompted to confirm the format. I'm going to make sure the contact owner is mapped to the contact owner's email address. Once the columns are mapped, click on Next. In this screen, you have a choice of import actions. As we are importing contacts, you are required to confirm that you have the individual's consent to add their information to your database. When you are ready, click on Finish to proceed with the import. A notification will be displayed to confirm the import is scheduled. This can take a few seconds or a few minutes depending on the size of the file and number of records. Once it's complete, a notification will appear. Alternatively, click on Settings and search for Import. Go to Import History and you will see your import file. If you hover over this, you may be able to undo the import if a mistake was made. Please note this undo is not always available. Here you can see confirmation of the number of records added, updated, or skipped. If a match was found, it will be updated, not added. Now all the contacts are imported. We are going to export them so we can link them to the accounts import. You can either create a report or go to the Contact Pipeline view to create a custom view to export the records. We will use a custom view. Go to Contacts, create a view with the fields and criteria that allows you to find the imported records. Save your view name. I'm going to search for the tag I used in the import. Here you can see the contacts from the import file. Under Actions, choose Export the contacts and select what you want to export. It will automatically default to your custom view and fields. Click on Export. This automatically redirects you to export data. Once the file is ready, the status is updated to completed, and a notification will appear. Hover over this line and click on Download. Open your downloaded file. Now you can see your imported contacts record ID. Please note this ID is also displayed under the contact record. Go back to the contact view and open one of the new contacts. You will see the matching number in the URL. Please note that CRM_ is not part of the ID in the URL, but this is an import part of IDs for all imports and exports. Let's go back to your import file to add the contact ID to the Account Import tab. Please note when you import related records, you can choose from options like the contact or record name. However, if two records share the same name, you cannot guarantee the correct record will be linked. Using the record ID is always the safest and best option. If you have Excel experience, you can use match or lookup formulas. Otherwise, simply copy and paste the ID into the primary contact columns. The account only has one primary contact. If an account has more than one contact, an account can also be linked to the contact records. In this video, we are just demonstrating the process to link the primary contact to the account. We are now ready to import the accounts. Again, save this tab onto a separate spreadsheet, or just make sure it's saved to the first tab. Now go to the Accounts module. Using the pick list on the blue button, select Import Accounts. Browse and upload the file, then click on Next. Choose the Import option. Again, I will choose both. Select the account name as the matching criteria, or you could just choose to add as new. Once again, confirm the rule to use for empty cells and click on Next. Map the columns. We are going to import the address to the shipping address fields, which is the same as the physical address. Click the primary contact drop-down and select Contact ID. This means the contact to link to the account will be found using the ID as shown here. Always make sure you keep the ZCRM_ in front of any related record ID you import. Now click on Next. Update any import requirements and click on Finish to complete the process. Once again, you will receive a notification once the import is complete, or you can track it under Settings by opening the import history. Now let's go to the Accounts module. Create a custom view with our imported fields and include the primary contact name. You can see here the accounts created or updated, and the contact record is also linked. Open the account and you can see the primary contact is on the right. You can also click on the primary contact to open their record. Go to the Accounts tab to see the related record. In the contact record, under the Contacts Info tab, the account name field is empty. If you update this field for all contacts, it means that you can see every contacts linked to the same account from the account record. To update this related record using the import process, follow these steps. Export the accounts. Export the contacts. Enter the account ID under the account name column in the contact import, and re-import the contacts. If you complete these steps, the accounts are linked to the primary contacts, but you can also see all other related contacts from the Accounts module. This process can be used across various modules, helping you to link large volumes of related records.